Hello everyone, welcome to MISTUMARU City. In my last episode, I built this basement on one MTC apartment block. So let's go round the side here of Sunshine Street and start decorating the place. I'm just going to head in here. I've built everything in this city. So yeah, let's move on to decorating apartment number 3. See, on top of the basement, I've left this little area that I'm going to have as a little garden space and an outdoor patio. I put in the fence here and 2 little garden plots that I'm going to have lots of little flowers and vegetables growing. I think that's pretty good, and it does justice to the people living here. The people living here are going to be a married couple with 2 children. I like to make little stories up for everybody that lives here. The lady that lives here likes pink. So yeah, she's going to have a nice little pink outdoor balcony space just for her and the kids if they want to play. It's a nice idea to have a little story when I'm building these things, because then it gives it a bit of realism to my city. I'm not going to put any NPCs in this city unless there's an amazing NPC mod, because the villagers, they just get on my nerves and I don't think they're going to interact with the city the way I want them to. So instead, I'm going to make up stories for my citizens. I think that's a good idea. And this balcony space is pretty much done. I really like it. It looks nice, a little bit too pink, I guess. I had a little awning there, and it's complete. Inside the apartment, I'm going to start working on the kids' bedroom. That's going to have bunk beds. So for that, I put 2 beds on top of each other, look like this. Add a little half slab template, put some ladders in, and then I put in a little pole here to connect the beds. Otherwise, they're kind of floating in the air, and that looks silly. I had a blue carpet. I try and squeeze in a radiator here, but the window doesn't want to work with me, so I go back round, put the radiator in here. A nice TV on the wall. That looks pretty good. Sorry about the clipping there. The video's going crazy, but I kind of want to leave it raw so it looks authentic. I put in a Nintendo Switch and a couple of posters. Their bedroom is pretty good. I also add some half slabs here. I don't know how I've managed to do that, and put some books on them. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? I put another one kind of in the middle there, shift it across with a GUI tool, and stick another laptop on, because you know what? They like computers in there, don't they? Now I'm going to decorate the parents' bedroom. It's going to have a nice big double bed, radiator, AC unit, and a couple of paintings. I switched through the paintings to find one that I like, and I'll just leave it on the Netflix channel. That looks good. I'm using the Yuushya Mod here. If you're having trouble installing it, check out some of my guides. I've got a couple actually, but you want to check out the one that's dealing with cocricot mod and Yuushya Mod at the same time. In the kitchen space, I start putting up the area for the coats, the shoes, and a couple of packages or something at the top there. They're going to have 4 sets of slippers because there's 4 people here. 1 for the mum and the dad, and 2 for the kids. That's pretty good. I don't really know where to put the slippers, so I kind of have them high like that and the green ones on the floor. That looks good. Put in an extra light, and now I can start decorating the kitchen. A fridge, a stove. I'm dealing with something in the parents' bedroom there. It's probably the jacks. I always forget those. Now I'm going to put up a cake, a couple of things on these slabs, a blender, and a microwave. That looks good. Milk, some fruit underneath. I always forget the sink, actually. So yeah, I'm going to put that in after I put the hood up for the oven. Put in a little poster there. That looks really good. A plant, but I'm having trouble with the plant there, so I have to move a few assets around. It's good with that GUI tool, I'm telling you. I also add a little sushi thing and a pink sink. That looks good with a couple of boxes there. The kitchen looks really nice. Once the kitchen's finished, I'm going to move on to the living room space. Again, sorry about the clipping, I just want to keep it raw, you know. A nice pink sofa. This has been decorated by the lady of the house, I think. Leave it on the Shanghai channel, I guess that's the news, and put in a lovely little coffee table. I kind of experiment with the size of it. Add some hanging flowers here and there, a few more posters, and a few photo albums of the family. I think that looks like a really nice living room. So in the bathroom, I'm going to make it nice and simple. A toilet, a couple of bathrobes, you know, nice interesting things like a shower unit in the corner. They don't really have space for a bath, but they do have space for a shower. Then I put in some curtains with some blocks, and then move them around a bit so it looks nice and open. That's everything decorated in apartment number 3. It looks really good. And on the outside, I put in a light so it looks nice and light at night. There's also a butterfly there floating around. I think apartment 3 is great. A little bit too pink, but there it is. So let's head on over to apartment number 4, and we can start decorating this one together. This is in first person mode, so you can get my thoughts exactly. Here I'm going to chip away this jungle flooring, because in one MTC I left 2 flooring spaces. That way I can change it and have some carpets. Just chip away all of these bits, and then add the brown carpet. It's a bit of a pain to do, but I quite like it. It's nice and relaxing to add this brown wool. It looks really good with the Yuushya Mod as well, don't you think? I do make a few mistakes putting in the wool, but what are you going to do? Okay, there we go. That looks great. Now I can find some couches. These are sofas, aren't they, really? This apartment is going to be for an old couple, so they're not going to have too much technology and weird stuff. First, I find a nice place to put the sofas. Everybody wants these long sofas. I think they look brilliant. If you clip it too far over to the side, it doesn't look good, so I put a table there instead. Then I find a few plants. Let me see. I quite like this potted cornflower. Stick that one on there. I don't need to rotate that or move that. It looks good like that. Yeah, so let's see. Now I want to find something else. I always need a light. You know, if I forget the lights, the place is dark at night, and that's no good. Put the light up there, nice and simple. Find an air conditioning unit, a really big one. There's already a lot of air conditioners outside, so don't need to worry about that. I think I'll put it on this wall here. It's going to be cool in the summer and nice and warm in the winter. This elderly couple is very concerned of their health, aren't they? We don't want them to be getting cold at night. And now I'm going to put in a TV. I'm just going to shift it across with the GUI tool. It's quite easy to do. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Put it against the wall as well on the Z-axis. And that's done. It does go through the wall, so you've got to be careful with that. I like it quite high up. Maybe I'll bring it down a bit. It does look good. Change the channel, which is form. I've already got the Shanghai channel, so I'll put it on this channel. Netflix. Yeah, they watch Netflix too. Why not? I like that. So here I'm going to put in some bookcases. These people want to have lots and lots of books. And I'm going to find some shelving units. These open shelves on the Yuushya Mod look really good. I'll also get a speaker system because they've got one of those from the 70s. So I'm just going to leave it in there. Let's find one of these tall ones as well. I'll keep the couch in my inventory. That looks good. So where can I put it? I'll get the shelf units. I want these jungle ones as well. Change some of those and then I can put the speakers in. I'll put one speaker here next to the TV. I might put one over here as well. I don't know yet. That kind of looks okay, yeah. The big one is absolutely massive, isn't it, really? So what you could do is take away the shelf and put the speaker in instead. That's like a boom box. They've got plenty of sound going on. How about a package or something? I'm not sure. Maybe I have a little cat package. I like those. They're kind of cute. You can actually burst that in survival mode, and it's got loads of cats in there. It's kind of weird. But in creative mode, they look really good. Okay, so that's almost the living room space complete. It does need a few carpets and things. I'll put in a light switch as well. This is from the McCrayfishers thing, so I'll put the light switch in there. Just leave it. Might turn it on as well. Yeah, why not? That looks good. Paintings. Dog painting there. You know what? I like that one. The world. That's pretty good. A nice brown one there. That's too big. Dog painting, I don't really like that one. Yeah, I'm going to put in another brown one. Yeah, why not? That looks good. They like coffee, don't they, in the brown living room? That's great. I really like the idea of this. So let's see what else I can have. Living beings. Living beings accounts for plants and decorations, butterflies, fish tanks, and cats. So I kind of want to put in a couple of things here. I'll put in the plant pot there. Turn both of those, all three of those into entities. Shift them back. Maybe rotate that one a bit. You can shift the table back as well. Not too far because it goes and touches the window. And then it looks funny from the outside. So I'll put it in like that. Maybe rotate that plant pot too. That looks great. Now I need a heater. You'd think it'd be a radiator, but it's called heater. So yeah, I'm going to put this one here. That's good. A little radiator there. Nice and warm. Table-wise, I want to have this big table again, but it's too high. So what I'm going to do is turn it all into entities and then shift it down. You can also change the east facing or the north facing, etc. So I kind of want to have it open in the middle like that. Do the exact same thing here. Remember the number. It's 7 down on the y-axis. About there. And then change. That looks okay. I don't need to change that yet. Go back in again. Do this one. 7. Put this one down to 7 as well. And then make sure the legs are proper because there's one in the middle. Look, I don't like that. So it's east. No, it's not north. It is north on that side. And then it's west on that side. And then this one you have to do the same thing to match it up. There we go. I've got a nice little coffee table in the middle. It's basically one of them big tables just in the ground a bit. I'm also going to find something to put on it. Some kind of drink. I kind of like this Japanese tea set. I'm going to put that in the top there. Looks too high. So you've got to entity it, bring it down. Oh, it's gone into the table. Got to be careful there. Across a bit and then into the middle. So they've got a nice low-tech coffee table. I like that because remember, it's a low-tech couple, really. I get this little brown tabby as well. I'll put that one here. It's a bit big. You can actually resize those. Whoops, don't want to put the shelf. Turn it into an entity and just rotate it. The cat is now an entity. That's ridiculous. Find a carpet as well. Get this brown one. Kind of matches the other bits. And just plonk that down there. That looks really good, doesn't it? That's how I make a living room, basically, in the Yuushya Mod. Find a couple of books as well. I like this one. And maybe this modern magazine thing. And then just stick those near the TV. Ready to read at night. Great. So once the living room's finished, I'm going to head over into the kitchen and speed do this bit. It's already been done, obviously. I'm just doing the audio now. So I put in the flooring, a bit different. Fridge in the corner. I like those fridges. They're very good. A little switch there near the doorway. Gonna have a look at putting some extra things in, like more shelves. I always have the stove in the corner in 1MTC. It looks good like that. 1MTC is the name of the apartment block. It's not the best name in the world, but it's stuck. That's it now. Nice little carpet, a cactus on the shelf there. It's a little bit too high, nearly could get chopped by the fan, isn't it? But that's still good. Gonna put a few pots and pans in. Put a frying pan and angle it so it's like in the sink. I like the idea of that. Put in a couple of brown shoes. Everything's about brown in here. Another one of those Japanese tea sets. Some hand soap for the sink. A few bags, a microwave. I think that's pretty much it, really. It looks really good. A couple of boxes up there on the shelf. Why not? They have like moving boxes. They haven't moved in, or they've got their treasures in there. I don't know. A few family albums, and then I'm going to start working on the bedroom space. This bedroom is also going to have a double bed with brown ones because everything's brown. Here they're going to have a few different things. I don't know, like some kind of antique scroll and a radio on the corner there on the little table. That looks great. A few antique paintings because, again, this is an old couple. And I'm going to put in a few plants and move them so they're a bit closer to the window there. Put in some ceiling vines, and this bedroom is absolutely beautiful. I'll also add a few cushions to the bed. That's good. And a little rocking chair, because why not? I think the bedroom is done, so let's move on to the bathroom. The bathroom is going to be kitted out with all mod cons, including a bath, a nice big shower in the corner, a toilet that's a bit antique, and then I'm going to put some curtains on the other side of these blocks, and then remove the blocks after it's done, and it looks great. I'll put in a couple of rain sheds as well, that way they can access the shower and keep it private. Put in some bathrobes and towels neatly on those shelves. That looks a very nice bathroom, doesn't it? Okay, so that's pretty much done. Let's go over to apartment number 5. Inside, I'm going to start with the bedroom space, which is like a gamer's office haven. I'm going to use this purple wool market block, I think they call it, and put the PC in a gaming chair in the corner. An old book with glasses, a little magazine, loads of posters and awards that he's won. This is for a single man, I guess. I'm not really sure this one. Put a coffee cup there, a couple of chairs. There's no bed in here, so you know what? It's one of those fold-out beds, a sofa bed. That's what it is instead. Gonna put in a few lilacs in the corners, a TV. This is like a perfect gaming room, isn't it, really? I would like this. This is brilliant. Have all of the things you need to game in here, but no bed. So you're gonna have to get your sofa bed ready. Looks good. I'm quite happy with that. It does look rather nice. So let's head over into the kitchen. I've put in some sandstone flooring this time, and I'm going to decorate it with some slippers. I thought it was a single man. Obviously, there's 2 pairs of slippers there, so maybe that's for guests. I'm going to add a package at the top, a safe, a fan. A safe near the door is a bit strange though, isn't it, really? Like hotels. Why don't they hide that in the bathroom or something? Put in a stove there, a nice sink. It's a bit more clean in the kitchen, this one. A microwave, a little pot, some soap again, that's hand sanitizer or whatever. Some apples and a package underneath. A few things on the top there, a little plant. I want to have an aquarium in this kitchen, because why not? And 2 big fridges, I like that. Put some slabs on top of those fridges, and then I can put things on top. I'm going to put a little filing box there. I'll add a cargo box underneath. I don't know what's in there, whatever. And then this space should really be a bedroom, shouldn't it? But you know what? Let's have another living room. I tried the idea of having 2 sofas intermingled, but the colours don't work, and it clips. But I've got plenty of space for a few different plants in the corner, a TV, some bookcases. That's for his IT books, isn't it? Put in a power jack, a few more things like a barrel in the corner. Once I put the barrel in, I'll put a plant on it and just resize it a little bit. I liked the idea of having that cat picture, but it is rather large, isn't it? So I've gone for a smaller one. Once that's finished, I'm going to work on the final bathroom for 1MTC. Again, this doesn't have space for a bath, really, so he's going to have one of those open shower units. A couple of curtains go up like that, take the blocks away, nice and private with a pink rug and a couple of pink flowers here and there. That's a really nice looking bathroom, isn't it? I like that. That's the design of all of my bathrooms complete, so I'm going to go around the outside of 1MTC and decorate it with vines, just to make it look a bit more natural, maybe a little bit disheveled on the outside. Not everything lasts forever, and nature claims it back. Plus, to be honest, how do you get up there and take the vines away? So it makes sense to have some kind of natural growth up there. I like those. Those vines are really cool. They're available from the Yuushya Mod. Cocricot Mod also has vines, but I find them to be a little bit too green and a bit dark green. I've used them in previous builds before, but here I'm going to use these light green ones that kind of match the rest of the area. It's nice and bright on Oak Lake, I feel. Looks good with that. I'm also going to add a bit of water damage. There is a water damage choice in the Yuushya mod. It's not so obvious, but I'm going to show you when I get around to it. So here, I'm just showing you the outside of the building. It does look a really nice apartment block, and everybody's home. It looks really good. Sunshine Street and Hondori Street there. So now I'm going to add the water damage. You can see it's just got this little subtle texture, and you can put it in some places where you haven't put the frames. It's not exactly the most bright thing in the world, but it's just a subtle thing. It's got a bit of rainwater damage, hasn't it? So I just add those here and there on different blocks, and that's pretty much one MTC apartment complete. Again, I'm not sure of the name, but I've kept it and that's it now. If you've liked this video, subscribe. Send me a comment as well. I'm very interested to hear what you think I should add to MISTUMARU City. I'm Ixical, and I'll see you next time.